Before we begin with the full band, we're always keen to explore new opportunities for young people to come together, especially when perhaps in the local village bands, town bands, schools, that they maybe don't have the numbers of young people who perform and play with them at home. And we also have the very best tutorial team, and we want to showcase them also. So I am delighted to offer this very special feature, a combined effort between our reserve and our senior percussion teams. And I would love to welcome We have found it a challenge. You will be aware that we've got big bands, but the staff have been excellent working with us and supporting with us. Supporting us. So could I ask you please, and I'm not going to give a huge list of thanks because there are far too many people to thank, and it's mentioned in the programme, but could you please show your appreciation to the Perth Theatre staff? They've been excellent with us today. Thumbs up from the back of the stage.
Yep.
Thanks. I can't see any of those. So, this now allows us to move on to the final part of our summer series. Before I announce the band and the conducting team for this evening onto the stage, you may have noticed that one of the Magic Dream team, as I have referred to them before at many a NYBBS concert, is not with us this evening, nor is his dear lady. She's not here either. Ian and Leanne Porthouse were given, Ian in particular, was given an opportunity really of a lifetime. And we knew about this a number of years ago to return to New Zealand, to be involved in the championships over there and to work as a guest conductor for a series of workshops. I do know that he's working really, really hard there just now. It was an offer that was made to him and Leanne and Harry's family to go over there. And unfortunately, with our dates in the diary, it did clash. And so we spoke as a team of three conductors and myself, but really with Ian leading the decision to ask his conducting team, his tutorial team, to take the baton. And I know that you will not be disappointed this evening. We have such a strong special team, and I know there will be more of that later. So, without any further ado, I am going to welcome onto the stage the National Youth Brass Band of Scotland 2026.
Good evening and welcome to the senior band side of this concert. My name is Ryan Richards and I've had a great honour of being one of the co-conductors of the National Youth Brass Band of Scotland's senior band this year. As Carrie explained, that Ian Porthouse is not with us this year, so I'm really privileged to have been trusted with this position over the last week or so. We've had an absolutely fantastic week working with these young people behind me, and you can, well, straight away you can see the work is paid off already. We started off there with a piece called Brass Machine by Mark Taylor, and that featured our fantastic percussion section, our amazing solo cornets, and also our soprano cornet solos, Freya McLean. So can we give them another round of applause, please? On your feet, guys. As with all of the other bands over this week, we've been working really hard as a tutor team, trying to pass on some knowledge that we've got regarding brass playing and percussion playing, and then just general things about how to become a better musician. And all of the pupils behind us have taken that on board. And what's been really impressive is that there's been a number of individuals that have stood out to us. So just like with the other bands, we've got some awards to do, but we're going to do it sort of as the evening goes on. So the first award that we're going to be awarding this year is for the best student. Now the best student is someone that attends rehearsals on time. They come fully prepared. They answer questions and ask questions. They help others out if they're needing it. And the young person who's won that award this evening is a really, really deserved winner of this. When we were discussing it on Thursday evening, the conversation really just focused on this one young man. He's been absolutely exceptional all week. He's participated in every aspect of the course, so not only just the playing side, he took part in the solo contest, he's been doing some of the sports activities, and he's just been a really great person to have around Strathallan School this week. So, the 2026 National Youth Brass Band of Scotland's senior band best student goes to Tyler Clark. good friend of mine to introduce himself and the next music that you're going to hear. So please welcome to the stage Sean Rhys-Jones.
I'm a bit taller than Ryan. I'm not a stand-up either, sorry about that. So, absolute honour to be standing in front of this band, in front of this audience tonight. The people behind me have worked so hard this week, and honestly it's been inspiring for myself and Ryan and all the tutors. So first of all, a big thanks from us. I'm not going to talk too much before the first piece because you've heard Brass Machine and it was absolutely fantastic, to be fair, really well done. The piece we're going to play first for myself is a piece called Lion of Legends. We did a Q&A session throughout the week, and one of the questions was, who's your favourite test piece? And for me, it was a piece called Fraternity by Thierry de la Royale, which has been used at the British Open, the Europeans, these fantastic competitions. This is similar, and it's written by the same composer, and it follows the same structure as the piece. So, hope you enjoy Lions of Legends, which features 3 excellent cadenzas on principal cornet, first of all, without. And then our tenor horn player, Tyler, and the best instrument in the band, the euphonium, with James Grassley. I'm a euphonium player, if you don't know, I'm very biased. Hope you enjoy Lions of Legends. I'm out of breath and I wasn't playing anything. So, that's a mega piece of music. It's one of the test pieces that you're going to hear this evening. There's a couple on the programme, more extended pieces of music. The next two that we're going to be playing are slightly more... we had a gig in Edinburgh on Wednesday, what we would call lollipops. Just in terms of smaller scale pieces, they're still absolutely incredible, but slightly easier than what we've just heard there for different reasons. But before that, we've got some more awards to hand out. So we spoke, as Ryan said, on Thursday about all these different awards. And it's not just myself and Ryan, it's the team of tutors that we had at our disposal. And what a team we had this year. The first award that we're going to hear from myself is the Cornet Award, the Philip McCann. Not the Wind Chime Award, sorry, not this year. We're still going, the Cornet Award, the Philip McCann Cornet Award. This individual that's won the award this year has been, again, similar to Tyler, we'll talk about dedication and things like that, but has really gone the extra mile. This person was in contention for a lot of the different awards that we were talking about at different times. The individual in question has also been through the band for many, many years. My whole time at NYBBS, I've been here, it's my 4th year, and this person has grown and grown and grown as player in confidence, in performing standard and everything, and this year has been outstanding. So, 2026 Philip McCann Cornet Award goes to Freya McLean. Myself and Ryan had a discussion earlier in the week again, and we wanted to incorporate the awards into the playing for 2 reasons. One, it breaks up the programme a little bit, so it gives these guys a bit of a break, because I'm sure after Lions it's hurting. No? Okay, great, that's easy then. But we are going to move on to the second award that I'm awarding, and that is the Bass Award. As you'll see behind me, the bass section, there's 2 younger members and 2 slightly older members. I can't see them either. Johnny from Fairies was a bit older than me. But it was quite difficult one. Both players have been outstanding. Heather on principal and Ailey on the other seat as well, and they've just been outstanding. For us, the Bass Player Award for 2026 will be going to Ailey Boyd. The next piece we're going to play, this was a piece, as you've already heard and probably most know, Ian Porthouse is the regular musical director of this band, and myself and Ryan play with him over in Tredegan. This piece of music, Ian commissioned Alan Fernie to write for our brass and concert set a few years ago, which was all about Richard Evans, who I'm sure most of you know or have heard about. The piece that Alan came up with it's beautiful, is the only word I can use to describe it. I know Alan's over here somewhere, who was sat where he was earlier. I'm sure you won't mind me telling this little story. When Ian approached Alan to write the piece, of course Alan said yes straight away, knowing the context of the piece of music, and sent Ian a little video of him playing on this piano in a school. I'm not sure where the school was, Alan, sorry, but fantastic. Yeah. Woo! So, Alan apologised in the video saying it's a bit out of tune, this piano. Sorry for music teachers here. But you know, it gives you a general gist of the idea. Ian sent the recording to myself, I think Ryan and a few others in the band, and we just were gobsmacked. Said, please, whatever that is, just write that. That's incredible. And that's what we have here to play for you today. So, please enjoy Alan Fernie's Twinkle in His Eye. Thank you very much. And again, big round of applause for Alan. That's an absolutely outstanding piece of music. Whilst we're talking about Alan, I'll embarrass him a little bit. As I was saying earlier, my first NYBBS was 4 years ago, and I've got to say, I love coming up here. I absolutely feel like part of the NYBBS family. It feels like I've been doing this for 32 years now, that's how old I am. Even so, a little bit of tartan doing this evening, I'm sure you appreciate it. Have to get the Welsh dragon in, of course, because I am very much Welsh. And all the pastoral team and staff team have asked me to do all week is say, Llanfair Pwll Gwyngyll, Gogerwych, Cwndrocwych, Santa Cilia, go, go, go. But alongside that, we've had a lot of fun with the pastoral team and Charlie Farron trying to convince me to get a dog. I don't know where Charlie is, but please get a dog, Charlie. I'm going to get a message for that one. And as well as that, just talking about different words in Welsh, some things that are similar to Gaelic and things like that. And a word that really made Alan chuckle last night was poppity ping, which is Welsh for microwave. Sorry, Alan. The piece you just heard, as we were saying, was dedicated to Richard Evans. And the next piece we're going to play is something that would only be in the programme because of him. It's called The Thunder, a Philip Sousa march. He absolutely loved his marches, and I will try and do it some justice here, so please enjoy The Thunderer. So, we're getting towards my last piece of music with the band. Again, I want to just stress how much of an honour it's been to stand in front of this band. When Ian approached myself and Ryan last year and said, looks like I'll be in New Zealand, not a bad reason I guess, I want you to take the band, I'll be totally honest. First thing I was getting a little bit of hesitation, just because as tutors we have a very, very close relationship with some of these students, and you know, translating that then into full band can be quite difficult at times. But they've responded so well, and I hope they've enjoyed it as much as myself and Ryan have, because it has been just the best and most incredible experience. So thank you so much. I've got one more set of nominations really this time. It's not an award. Part of what we do here is we send a few representatives to the European Youth Brass Band. I know there's a couple of people in the audience tonight who I've seen who have done this, and there's a couple in the band as well who have represented Scotland at the European Youth Brass Band. So we have a couple of nominations for you. As part of it, we have to send a cornet player, and then we have to recommend a couple of other people as well. It's not up to us completely, but these are the people that the staff have decided have embodied everything it means to play in a brass band, have performed extraordinarily well, and everything else that goes along with it. Our first nomination is going to Louise Andrews on percussion. Our second nomination is going to be our cornet player representative, and this year it is Alex again. Thank you very much. And then finally the third recommendation. As I say, unfortunately we recommend these people. Sometimes they do get into it. I'm sorry if you don't, but you're all more than good enough. You're outstanding musicians. The third one is our solophone James Brasser. One more thing that I've forgotten to do, is announce the winners of the solo competition. Again, as we were saying, throughout the week we do so many different things. We have the solo competition, which is an incredibly high standard. We have staff versus student football, which, well, you don't need to know the result of that. It's not very important. We weren't very competitive. It's nothing. The students won. We have Battle of the Sections, where solophonians and baritons and basses won. Well done, thanks, well done. And we have this solo competition, which, as I say, is an extremely high standard. Third place this year went to Emily Krogler. Second place went to somebody who's already been up, Freya McClellan. And first place this year went to Isla Gillespie. So, it brings me on to my last piece of music with the band. And again, I just want to thank everyone at Saba for inviting myself and Ryan. It's been such an honour. This was the first piece, when Ian asked for us to do this, this is the first thing that came to my mind, because if I'm being totally selfish, it's my favourite piece of music. And I thought, well, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it my way. Lots of lyrical music. I'm Welsh. I love a melody. And this is a slow piece of music with some motion in it. It's not a boring one. It's absolutely lovely. a lot of the students have told me it's one of their favourite pieces on the course, and that means a lot. It is absolutely stunning. If you're not aware of it, I'm sure you'll go away tonight and try and buy it for your bands and so on. It is absolutely stunning. It is one of those, I'll just give it a pre-basic warning. You'll listen to it and think, oh, that sounds so easy. It's because they're absolutely outstanding musicians. They make it sound easy. It is difficult. We've worked on it a lot. We've fallen out a lot. But it's okay now. I have this weird relationship with the band. I'll say something and then they look at me and they're not like, are we scared? Are we happy? I'm not sure. I'm usually happy. Except when I'm not. So, please enjoy Joseph Sturian's Hymn for Diana.
Thank
that's me done. Thank you so much for everything with that. That was just special for me. Thank you so much. I get the absolute pleasure now, as Ryan was saying, to introduce my good friend back to the stage, Ryan. It's been such an honour working with him. It can be quite daunting doing sort of co-conducting things, but we've just bounced ideas off each other, helped each other out whenever we can, shared the load, and it's been such an honour to work with the one and only Ryan Richardson.
Thank you. It's really great to be back on stage with this incredible band, and some of those sounds you hear, you won't hear them from many bands. So really, really well done, guys. That's really difficult. Right. So we're now on to penultimate piece of this evening, but we have still got some awards to be given out. So the same with Alan earlier today. The same with the reserves band earlier this evening. This is probably the most hotly contested award to be given out, and that's not between the pupils. That is all just between the staff. So I'm just going to mention the staff firstly, because we have an incredible team of tutors on the senior band this year. I'm not going to get them up on stage because I know that they're all quite shy and reserved, but I'm sure that we as a band and as the audience, we can show our appreciations and thanks to them for all of their hard work over the last week. So on percussion, we have Mark Landon. With our bass section, we have had Johnny Shaw. With our horn section, we've had George Fernley. With our back row cornets, we've had the legend that is Gareth Bowman. And then working with our soprano cornets and solo cornets this year was Ian Culross. So, the winner of the the Sabo President Team of the Year. We do have Battle of the Sections, but that wasn't this. This team have massively impressed all of the tutors. I think they've even impressed the other players within the band. So, our section of the year is the Repiano second and third cornet. So, big well done. Ida Gillespie, Jonathan Malone, Ken Robertson, Amy McDermott, Ellie Conlon, Ivan Foley, Hannah Walker, Lee Cobb, and Alan Ford. Come up, guys. Guys, if we just look up to sort of the balcony. So one of the most important things about a course like this is to bring music or expose the young people to music that maybe they don't play all of the time. Maybe it's completely new, it's in a different style. Some of the sounds that are that are required are different to the norm. We also bring the classical repertoire, like we've been playing so far this evening. But I first came across this next piece about 6 months ago, and straight away, a bit like Sean was thinking in my head, yeah, that'll be really good for NYBBS. And us and the conducting team and the tutors worked really hard on this piece. I am of the opinion that every band person in this room is going to go away tonight and be asking for that piece. Okay? It's about a mythical creature, and you need to decide in your head by the end, was it ever seen at the foot of the mountain? This is the Yeti. So, just before we play our final piece for you this evening, I'd like to introduce the SABA President, Carrie Boats, to discuss an award that goes across all three bands of the NYBBS family. So, please welcome Carrie Boats.
Before I begin, I would, and this is a surprise maybe to one person, but I do believe they're here, and the reasons for this will become clearer as we go through this part of the evening. I would like to invite our two MDs in the audience, John and Alan, onto the stage to present these awards with me, because it is a very fitting moment in the proceedings. Can I invite Alan and John, and actually also at the same time offer them a huge round of applause for the amazing work that they've done. So we have a very special award that was donated by a lovely family, the Damer family, and it was in conjunction with another lovely family of ours that I'm very proud of, our Coburn Brass Band family. And in tragic circumstances, in March 22, we lost an absolute beautiful, as they all are, lady who tragically was killed in a car accident on the weekend of the Scottish Championships, and we were reflecting on this with our new members of our tutorial and conducting team during the week. I remember very, very clearly when that happened, and people that are here this evening, not to be too negative in what is such a celebration, but will probably remember it very clearly too. Beth Damer lost her life, and from that, the family wanted to gift a trophy in her memory, a trophy that was to remind us all of how strong, determined and steeled a character Beth was. And so what we agreed with the family, with the Coburn family, was to nominate a young person from each of the three bands who absolutely epitomised Beth's character. And if you were at this afternoon's concert, you would be aware that we did, and Alan announced from the stage, the nomination from the children's band, Alexander Norris, amongst many of the absolutely perfectly valuable and actually great reasons that were given was the fact that he didn't drink any valve oil this year before. So that's a bonus. We don't make them drink valve oil, can I just say for the record. And we felt it was appropriate to end this evening with all our reserves here to announce the other two candidates. So first of all, since they're on the stage just now, and it must be so difficult, and I said this during the week, well, I'm so glad I don't have to make these decisions genuinely. Maybe I'll ask them for this. First of all, is the nomination from the senior band. I'm going to read out the description, and then you might, in the course of the description, identify who it is. Can you all hear me? Because this is about you guys. We're fed up here with this one. So the nominee from the senior band for the Beth Damer Award has demonstrated a huge amount of resilience over NYBBS 2026, and indeed in many previous courses. He is not only musically excellent, but socially has become an integral part of our NYBBS team. He arrives to, as a clue, all rehearsals, on time, eager to learn, and shows an abundance of enthusiasm all of the time. That could be said of many of our young people. He's eager to learn and shows an abundance of enthusiasm, and he contributes to the NYBBS family in the most positive way. Always will answer, always will be there, always will perform, always will do whatever he is asked. He is valued by both staff and students, as we mentioned already, as is the NYBBS way. So, the nominee for the Beth Damer Award, and I would like them just to join Ryan and Sean, because I'm going to give them the awards to present, is trombone player, Christoph Contes. young women. She interacts at contests, she shows them positive relationships with everyone in the family. She's always there and always a constant smiley face. Her strength in overcoming any challenges demonstrates absolutely true resilience. This is her first time as, wait for it, first baritone. She's smiling and I can see it in my eye, showing the progress that she's made and has taken in her stride, and she's been brilliant this week. She asks for additional lessons to support progress, and she truly, really upholds the values of this award. And I'm just going to say now, the winner and the worthy recipient of the Perth Theatre Award for 2026 is Colburn's very own Miss Hannah Archibald. Onto the stage was I thought it was really fitting for them to actually offer a token of the NYBBS appreciation to these young people and invite them onto the stage, because Alan and John, Ian, the boys who are working in the tutorial team, Sean and Ryan, and those that have gone before as well, they all have been part of the young people's journeys, and I'm sure the memories that they have will include that in the extended NYBBS family. So, I need to get my notes because I don't want to get this wrong. Absolutely. So we have two reserve band final year students, and we've got one on the stage just now, but I will invite the other one up. So the reserve band two final year students, Hannah Archibald and Anna Stella Siegel. Phenomenal conga lines at the sound of Now, I've got it right. I've got one final presentation to make, and I think Ryan, Sean, will just keep it going, and I'm going to present this one because this one is one that we mentioned earlier, and it's actually a very special one to present because this young man, he actually has, he's really milked the nibs, his 23rd, which is the top age, birthday today. I couldn't have timed the course any better. And I'm delighted, but I'm not so sad, to present the final new alumni moving on to next year, and to the birthday boy, John Oliver. I'm now going to hand the mic back to Ryan, but just before I do, can I say a huge thanks to you all for coming this evening. I don't think you mentioned in our programme. Without you, without the families, without the bands, we would not be here. We've loved your young people, but please can I just say, take them home, get their washing done, and get the date in same time next year, hopefully Perth Concert Hall for a concert in 365 days' time. Safe journey home. Thank you again.
It's always the one person who is behind everything that doesn't always publicly get a thanks. So it's just landed with me this year to have the honour of saying from the whole NYBBS family, that's from the music team, from the pastoral team, a big thank you to Carrie for all of the work that she does in preparation for this course, throughout the course, after the course. So Carrie, we've just got a little something for you. So thank you so much on behalf of the whole NYBBS family. So, on to our final piece of this evening and of our course. If you enjoy it, there might be something a little bit extra as well. We've been playing some serious repertoire this week, and this is a really fitting way to end the course. Peter Graham is a renowned brass band and wind band composer, and his music is brilliant. It's accessible, and it also is really good for telling stories. We talk a lot with the students about what they are doing with their sound and what images we're trying to create. And so the next piece is trying to depict the story of life. So it starts off very, very exciting and entertaining. And then the middle bit is taken from a Salvation Army tune called The Candle of the Lord, where it's very, very reflective. It's sometimes not as upbeat and as happy sounding, but it's telling the story of life. There are moments in all of our lives where we have ups and downs, and that sort of 3.5, 4 minutes really does depict that well. And then the ending is all just an explosion of life. I do need to just warn you, there is one bit where the players to the left of me all start playing not together. That is absolutely planned. Okay? We haven't just got to the end of the week and go, nah. It is absolutely planned. And they are going to be playing some short, snappy notes along with the percussion, and that's meant to depict the sparks of a fire. And then the rest of the band are going to play 2 notes 3 times, and the words for those two notes are "light me," and it happens a couple of times, and then it builds to the most brilliant climax piece of music. Thank you for being such a great audience. We would like to finish our programme with you with Peter Graham's Shine as the Light. John? Would you like one more? Yeah, well, I'm glad you said yes, because we were going to do it anyway. It's sort of become a little bit of a NYBBS tradition now, so obviously a few years ago the NYBBS and the banding movement lost the great Richard Evans, and I know in 2002 that Carrie had a conversation with a certain Mr. Alan Fernie, you might know him, and just said, you have got to write a march for Mr. Evans. So, to conduct Thanks Boss, please welcome Mr. Alan Fernie.
One, two.
Please use for